Yo, what's going on guys, it's Cynical, and today for you guys we're going to be talking about 3 interesting points to do with Kingdom Hearts 2.8 today, thanks to the interview between Tetsuya Nomura and Famitsu that was actually held shortly after the release of the Japanese version of Kingdom Hearts 2.8. Today we're going to be talking about the Terra cutscene that we see in 0.2 Birth by Sleep, as well as Master Eraqus' Keyblade, and also on top of that we're also going to be going over the May Your Heart Be Your Guiding Key. Thanks to this interview, Tetsuya Nomura has actually provided us with some pretty interesting information towards these 3 points, so without further ado, let's jump into it. The first question right here actually talks about the fact that the Terra cutscene in 0.2 Birth by Sleep actually directly connects to the exclusive vocal presentation of the Namine and Lingering Will conversation that was presented at the Kingdom Hearts First Breath concert in Tokyo, Japan last year. Now, of course, we actually ended up talking about this vocal presentation that was exclusive to the event itself, and as of right now we actually don't know whether this actual conversation is going to be in an upcoming Kingdom Hearts game, most likely of course Kingdom Hearts 3, but for the people who don't really know about this, essentially what happened was, during the First Breath concert, the Japanese voice actor for both Terra and Namine actually went up on stage and did a little sort of vocal cutscene to a certain degree, but presented live. This is what was said. This place, This is a world of your memories. You're the only one the people of this time don't know the whereabouts of. I made it this far by following the links of those connected to you. Who are you? Nice to meet you. I'm a witch who manipulates memories. A witch? Right now you're bound by 2 sets of memories. One is your own memories, the other is that of a very dark power. Master Xehanort? Soon you'll be touched by a familiar light. Please guide her so that she isn't confused by the darkness. Aqua, but I can't do anything, the way I am now. Everyone is fighting in the ways they can. I want you two to believe in yourself and fight so that your heart doesn't melt into the darkness. We will all make it to the same place, you see. Aqua, Ben, someday no matter what, I've never forgotten what happened on that day. I'll make it here and show you no matter what. So that is the exact text dialogue that was actually displayed at the First Breath concert last year. Nomura is actually saying right here in this Q&A that apparently the conversation that we see with Aqua and Terra in 0.2 Birth by Sleep directly links up with that conversation between the Lingering Will and Namine. He said right here, at last year's concert a scene was vocally presented between Terra and Namine, Terra of course being the Lingering Will, in front of the audience. Namine said, soon that girl will come, and when she does, I need you to guide her to Terra. This is directly connected to that scene that you mentioned. Now he's actually talking in reference to the quote that she said here, soon you'll be touched by a familiar light, please guide her so that she isn't confused by the darkness. Of course, there's a few differences between the translations, but all in all, they still mean the same. So from what I gather, the conversation between the Lingering Will, or of course Terra, and Namine actually took place before the events of 0.2 Birth by Sleep. Because of course we know in the 0.2 Birth by Sleep cutscene with Terra and Aqua, Terra's sort of spirit in a way ends up stopping Terranaut's spirit from of course confusing Aqua and getting information out of Aqua, even though Aqua to a certain degree slips some pretty important information in terms of Ven's whereabouts. The next question is pretty damn interesting and focuses towards the Master Keeper Keyblade, which indeed once was Master Eraqus' Keyblade. This is what was asked. By the way, Aqua was seen to use the Chains of Light that Master Eraqus once did. How? Nomura said, those shining chains are a special ability of Eraqus and his students. By becoming a master, Aqua also became the successor to Eraqus, Master Keeper, resulting in gaining the ability to use it also. So there's something pretty interesting right here. Depending on what master teaches that particular Keyblade apprentice, that apprentice will one day gain the abilities of their master. So of course in this case, anyone that of course Master Eraqus has trained knows how to use the Chains of Light ability. Now of course we have seen Aqua in 0.2 Birth by Sleep use this exact ability, and not only that, we've also seen Terra use the ability as well. This also confirms to us that a lot of the different abilities that we see Master Xehanort using, he most likely inherited all of those abilities from his master. I think the other really interesting thing about this answer right here is Aqua is now the successor of the Master Keeper, which means the Master Keeper is actually Aqua's his new Keyblade. Honestly, I thought Aqua was only borrowing it for the meantime because there is a slight possibility of Eraqus actually returning in Kingdom Hearts 3 due to a small amount of his heart being somewhere deep inside of Terra. Whether that will happen or not, we'll just have to wait and see. And finally, let's talk about a phrase that I'm sure most of you guys are pretty damn familiar with now because of the fact that it's absolutely stamped all over Kingdom Hearts 2.8, and that is, may your heart be your guiding key. Honestly, this is Nomura's version of may the force be with you, and I feel like we're gonna be hearing a lot of this damn phrase throughout Kingdom Hearts 3. Suddenly, it's like the motto of Kingdom Hearts. I don't know how this has happened. However, thanks to this interview, we actually have a little bit of a meaning behind this phrase, so let's talk about that. The question says, in both 0.2 and Kingdom Hearts Key back cover, the phrase may our hearts be our guiding key came up. What does it mean? Nomura said, that's something Oka, Masaru Scenario Planner put in. In terms of scenario, first I tell Oka the general plot. Oka then comes up with the ideas for level design while also working on some initial modeling, which then gives that design some initial shape. I take a look at this and write a final manuscript, handing it back to Oka to give it one more proofread in order to verify it. Our process works in a sort of sandwich style, and even in the scenario writer changes, the process remains the same. During this time, Oka thought to add the phrase as a symbol to simply represent the Keyblade wielders, so we added it in. In 0.2, it appears as an ancient phrase which gives a nod to the events that occurred in the era of Kingdom Hearts Key. So like Nomura was saying, the phrase itself is a bit of a nod to the ancient Keyblade wielders of the era of Kingdom Hearts Key, and overall, the phrase actually means listen to your heart and let it guide you. Now, of course, we see the phrase in action during the secret movie of 0.2, when of course Sora listens to his heart to guide him to the Olympus Coliseum, in which it actually works. He summoned a path, or sort of like a warp portal to the world. In a sense, it really is Kingdom Hearts' own version of May the Force be with you. However guys, that's all the news and information for today. It's always very interesting when Tetsuya Nomura gives his own input towards different lore topics to do with Kingdom Hearts. That way it gives us a different sort of outlook on the situation itself and of course answers many different questions. However though, let me know what you guys thought about this news and information in the comment section down below, and until next time guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.